rich young ruler illustrates this point about how money and possessions can become an idol, can get in the way of our relationship with God. He was a good guy, he'd obeyed all the commandments, but when Jesus put his finger on the issue of his possessions, because he was a wealthy person, at that point he hit a barrier. I used the phrase PFI. It was his power, it was his freedom, it was his identity. And if you took those away, he would lose his power over people and situations. He'd lose his freedom to do what he wanted. He'd lose his identity as a wealthy person. And a version of that affects many of us today. Well, the power we need for life comes from the presence of the Holy Spirit in our lives. The freedom we have comes from the salvation we've got through Jesus' death. The identity we have is through being his son or daughter. Money is a distraction to that, not a source of that. I think money and possessions can be a barrier for many people. I don't think it always is. I know rich people who are very generous and gracious and otherly. I know rich people who are very worried and wrapped up in their possessions. I know poor people who are very otherly and generous and full of faith. And I know poor people who are very wrapped up and held in bondage by the fact that they're poor and trying to get hold of some money. The money is only a symptom of an underlying issue, but it's a very visible and obvious and easy one.